That's right, Milina Raza, live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. You already know what it is. It's Mikey the Chicano Tube. Gracias, you guys. I appreciate all the day oneers. I appreciate everyone inside the members only. You already know who you are. Live from Atlanta. You already know what it is. Me and you, your mama and your cousin too. Rolling down the strip on Bogues, coming up, slamming Cadillac doors, rattle the trunk. That's right, gente. I've been FUI this whole day. What is FUI? Flying under the influence, mi raza. I've been flying under the influence. So Kentucky was a blast. Hey, the song for Kentucky, the soundtrack for Kentucky was It's Sweet. Dum, dum, like Tennessee whiskey. That's right. But now we're at Atlanta, where Short Dog said, the Freaknik, all the skinny girls, get loose with it. All the let Bruce hit it. That's right, Artie Martin, my boy. I appreciate you. DL Orale with that indigenous avatar cabron. Yeah, I was commenting back with Risky Business and I was letting him know 170 acres, he said, of stolen land. And they said, well, it wasn't stolen from the Mexicanos, I'll tell you that. It was taken away from the tribes that were in that Kentucky area, which I think someone can correct me if I'm wrong. I think the tribes in Kentucky were the Choctaw. The Choctaw. I haven't even had time to research it. I'm just shooting off the hip, but I think it was the Pinchi Choctaw. Just let me know. Okay, can you hear me? Am I good? I got good audio. Just want to make sure because at the airport where hay un chingo de señales, un chingo de people online on the internet. I just want to see what's up with the raza. That's what I want to do. And while I hit and run, I got a little bit of a pinchi layover over here. So we're gonna see what Atlanta has. Soul food, gente. Love me some soul food. Let's see what the soul food is. So yeah, here they got a large community. They got raza down here. Matter of fact, the makeup artist and her husband that were at La Boda ayer, they're from right here. They're from Georgia, but I don't know. Oh no, they're from Gainesville. Yeah, Gainesville, Georgia. That's right. Anyways, hit that pinchy like, hit that pinchy subscribe, hit that bell, and hit the all. What did I miss? Okay, the rapper bald head and Loke rapper, his paperwork got dropped. But I need the gente to clarify this because I have not seen the paperwork. I have not seen the document. See, people get it twisted. They're calling it paperwork. The paperwork dropped. Okay, the paperwork dropped, but is it is it his paperwork or is it just a statement that was saved on a police report because from that case that he caught? Don't get it twisted, gente, because when we drop someone's paperwork, it usually is the MO. It usually is all the yada he's been on, institutions, and the charges. If it's a statement, then it's a statement. Okay, cálmase. I guess you can call it paperwork. It is paper. Okay, it does come off the pinchy tree, the papyrus tree. So I guess it is paperwork, but it's a statement on an old case. Now I need someone in the comment section to let me. Hey, gracias, Dio. I appreciate you, my boy. Gracias, Artie Marin is in the casa de familia. That's right, my boy. Que hubo, Leoni 64. Aquí estamos, raza in Atlanta. That's right, representing Chicanos worldwide, cabron. That's what it is. So again, I seen some thumbnails. I had not even had time to watch a pinchy video. Absolutely not, man. I just been FUI, flying under the influence all day. Again, I wanna give a shout out to you guys, gente. I had never done the analytics check. Never like check the dashboard. Who's watching me? What cities are they watching from? How many people are watching my videos? Obviously, you can see the numbers, right? Just by going to the Pinchy channel. But I never seen the views and the analytics. And gracias to you guys, we had 182,000 views in the last month. And gente, I really think it's only the beginning. Just imagine, gente. We're deep. I told y'all we're deep. You know what I mean? Not just in Califas, southern and northern, the whole Califas. Come on now. We're Chicanos worldwide, man. All we needed to do, Raza, was just get the right representation. That's what we needed to do. Get the right representation. I'm not perfect. No, no. I'm not saying I'm walking on water and turning water into wine. No, 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 none of that. But at least I think I am, I believe I am an individual that can represent the Raza, me and Miss Chicano Tube correctly. Not come off like it's almost cholillos and tell nothing but war stories. No, 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 no. But just wait, gente. As soon as we hit these platforms, as soon as they get a load of your boy and be like, you know what, um, let's just book him. Yeah, he seems interesting, or they got an open spot, and as soon as these platforms start inviting me, right? When we hit these platforms, and if they ask me for my story, yeah, then the people are gonna trip out. People are gonna trip out. I think once I get invited to one huge platform, I mean a huge one, guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna probably gonna do a podcast tour. Me and Miss Chicano too, we're probably gonna do a podcast tour, go from one to another to another. There's no way I can fully tell my whole story on one platform. No way. I mean, not even if we had 10-hour podcasts, right? It's too much. The members only, you already know what it is. But again, I say that to say this. Gracias for 182,000 views in 1 month. One thing I have noticed is because I've been posting, going live more consistent. I've been going live more consistent. I've been posting more consistent on YouTube. I think YouTube's like, a lot of people are fucking with this dude. Let's go ahead and push him. I appreciate it's all because of you guys. It's all because of the raza. So gracias, you guys. I appreciate it. Live from the ATL, me and you, your mama and your cousin too. Rolling down the strip on Bogues, coming up, slamming Cadillac doors, rattle the trunk. Hey, you guys don't even remember that song, huh? You probably had to, you had to come up in the 90s to remember that. Miss G. Sierra's in the casa. I appreciate you, amiga. She got the rent. Salute, Mikey and Christine. Gracias. Yes, Miss Christine. She's right here by my side. Took the trip with me over here to Kentucky. Did I get you guys confused, though, with the bride from Kentucky? You guys, when I put the IG story, what raza is she? You guys said she was Russian. You guys said she was Jewish. You guys said she was Americana. You guys said she was someone said Denmark. I'm like, chingado, Denmark. And sorry to say, raza, sorry to say, but that's why I put it out there. I put it out for you guys. Sorry to say, you guys got it wrong. All you guys got it wrong. Guess where she is from? South Africa. That's where she's from, South Africa. So, anyway, sorry, you guys. Sorry, you guys missed it. That's right, the after party with Foom 209. That's right, my boy. I'm over here. I'm at the Freaknik, cabron. I'm at the Freaknik. The Freaknik. Now, I'm in the ATL. Over here at the pinche airport in the ATL, tienen muchos letreros like, segregation, Martin Luther King. Obviously, there's a huge, huge black African American community right here in El Pinche Aeropuerto. And so, yeah, man, o sea, they passed laws already, civil rights, I think has been done, right? But is there lightweight in certain parts of the country where they look at you chueco? Yeah, because of the color of your skin. Of course, gente. Of course. We talked about this already before. O sea, that's never going to be 100% done away with. Never. Not 100% done away with. That's right, my boy Carlos. That's right. Saludos. That's right. I appreciate you, cabron. Foom's in the casa. G's in the casa. That's right. All the day oneers. Good content keeps the views up. Keep doing it, Mike. I am cabron. I got more guests coming on. We're gonna talk more about history, cultura. One of the biggest things I push on the channel is to teach cultura, teach history. I'm not like Alvin and the Chipmunks who says, "Well, that's old shit." Chingado, man. Es pinche vato vendido, ¿verdad? What's good, Mikey and Christine? That's right. After party with whom, my boy. After party. I hope I see you in Agosto for the Bad Blood card. You already know you're invited. She's invited too. DL, Risky, everyone's invited, man. You guys come on down. Okay, Risky Business now. Now he's back on it. Ándale, ahora quieres, güey. Te quieres meter. The comment was 170 acres that belong to the Native Americans. Yeah, that's right. So I don't even think they don't want. I don't even think they like to be called Americans. Wait, I mean, everyone's an American. You're an American if you live in Mexico. You're an American if you live in North America. You're an American if you live in Canada. Of course, you know what I mean. The continent, cabron. The continent. Anyways, that's right, my boy. Risky Business. I always appreciate you. And I appreciate your insight. I appreciate your comments because it sparks more of a conversation and has us thinking. But don't call in right now, way. Don't call in because you're gonna mess up my live way. I'm going live from the phone. That's why. You know, if I was at the studio, then I could just go live right from the M2, the MacBook Pro, and then I'd have you guys calling in. Saludos, bro. That's right, from Paris, California. That's right. I think that's Central Valley, right? That's right, my boy. I got nothing but love for everyone from the Central Valley, up and down the coast, Califas, northern, southern, don't matter. You know, I'm almost there, cabron. I'm in Atlanta, and then we'll get back to California, and then we'll get back to the politics. Just kidding. The politics, chingado, man. That's too much. I seen that dude Cholo Juan. He went on Indicted TV. I only seen the thumbnail, but I think I'm gonna watch that one. That dude is he's really, really interesting, man. I seen EBK. Shout out to my carnalito EBK. Matter of fact, EBK, he posted a video with like 6 dudes on the thumbnail the other day. And I'm like, do they want to run it? I think I commented on one of his videos. You know, do they want to run it? I said, August Bad Blood card. Let's fill it up. Love that song. Which one are you talking about? Oh, you heard that one from Outkast, cabron? So you must be at least 40, right? Or in your 30s. Because you know, I turned a preteen right when I was hitting the 90s. And the only 2 tapes I ever had walking to school, yes, we had Walkmans. If you remember those headphones, Raza, the ones that had the pinchy, the metal, you know, thing that goes over your hair, and then it goes to the little, you know, styrofoam pinchy little things. Damn, that shit used to poke your head, man. The metal, on the headphone that holds it, it used to poke me on the side of the head. I had Too Short, Get In Where You Fit In, and The Chronic. To keep it real with you, back in the 90s, we listened to a lot of East Coast rap. I mean, if Tony A was in the comment section, he'll let you know we listened to a lot of East Coast rap because that's what was hot. That's what was hot. I remember that song. That's right, man. Hey, that shit slumps, cabron. That song slumps. So I was thinking of a caption, right? And I said, you know, slamming Cadillac doors, rattle the trunk. Me and you, your mama and your cousin too. Rolling down the strip on Vogues. That's right, mi amiga G Sierra. You guys, I hope you're having a blessed Sunday. Again, I've been FUI all day, flying under the influence, different pistos. I'll probably get one more over here. When we landed in Atlanta not too long ago. Atlanta's a huge, big airport, man. Está grande la chingada. There's raza over here. Carlos, 182,000 views is crazy high for a new channel. Bro, I'm just saying that this is the people. You know, it's YouTube. YouTube, whenever they want or however they see it, because of the algorithm, will push you in front of people's eyes. But that's up to them. You know, I've heard Nino America say, you know, trying to crack the code. You know, there's I don't know what it is, but I do know this is that I and me and Miss Chicano too, you know, we've been recognizing it's because of you guys and showing you guys way more love by trying to go live possibly daily, if not every other day, you know, talking about it because there's a lot to talk about. So again, let's go back to criminals paperwork. Okay, you can call it paperwork or you can call it an old statement. Can someone let me know in the comment section? Did he tell? I'm not saying did he make a statement. I think that's obvious. I think that's obvious. But did he tell? That's what I want to know, right? Because that's what it boils down to. Why drop a paperwork or a document that's a statement? Did he tell? That's what I want to know. That's right, Mystic After Party Foom 209. One of my day. That's a matter of fact, that's one of my pinchy members right there, man. I'll see you at the Bad Blood card, cabron. Saludos, Mikey. That's right, Rising Warrior. Thanks for being cordial, even though we have different political. Absolutely, bro. Political views. Wait, I mean, come on now. You know, it's like, you know, I mean, you can ask someone about their politics. I'll be honest with you. Politics is the fucking buzz killer, bro. It's the biggest buzz killer. You want to kill a party? Talk politics. Serio. But I'm not denying the fact. that politics affects our lives, Raza. I don't want 4 more years of the same shit. I don't want 4 more years of inflation. I don't give a fuck who has to take the presidential office, as long as it's not 4 more years of the same shit. I really don't. But anyways, Mystic Mac, that's right, Rising War. I appreciate you, cabrón. Mystic Mac, that's right, cabrón. Yeah, you know what? Is that Frankie? Is that your avatar? Is that with Frankie? Don't get stains in the back of Frankie's brother's GTO. Damn, is that Frankie? Yeah, so the Blood in Blood Out extended version, I ain't seen those some of those scenes, man. I ain't seen the scene where Miklo got granted parole and then he went to the 6 yard. That's what it looked like. It looked like he was on the structure yard. It looks like he was on the NR yard inside San Quentin. He went back to the 6 yard and he celebrated with everyone. O sea, saludando a todos. I never seen that scene ever in my life. So go run that up on Hulu, gente, because if we don't, then they knock it off of Hulu, you know. But again, it is on YouTube. I hate to say it. I know. It's not pirateando, but it is on YouTube. So if you don't want to pay the 10 bolas, because, times are hard, go ahead and watch it on YouTube, but run those numbers up, man. That's right. Chapo, my boy, I appreciate you live from ADX. He got the internet connection. Of course, Chapo's going to have cell phones. Shit. He should have his own penitentiary. That's right, Chapo. I appreciate it. Take a shot, Mikey Cabron. It slows me down a little bit, way, but I am going to have a pistol right now because we do got like an hour to kill. So I am going to go and get a pistol. I'm looking at the food court right now. Un chingo de gente is in Atlanta. I'm not good with big cities, Raza. I just got to keep it real with you. I'm not good in big cities, man. I've been to Chicago. I thought there was way too many people. Dispensa my gente from Chicago. I'm like walking down the sidewalk like a sardine. O sea, like with my hands to my side almost, man. That's right, a Chapo Sierra Loca. That's right. That's right. Spencer, I'm calling in right now since you're using the phone. Damn, cabron. Don't sabotage my live way, cabron. I'm trying to stay on for the people, man. Last time I had to cut it short because all of a sudden they started calling my gate. And I took off, man, on the last one. Yeah, but Kentucky, the soundtrack to Kentucky is it's sweet. Mm, like Tennessee whiskey. Drifter. So you teach culture, but you're ashamed of your tattoos, so you black your tattoo. That's funny to me. Okay, so let's talk about that, Drifter. So the reason I started blacking out and I'm not done. I'm going up to the shoulders, and then I'm gonna end up on the chest. I'm gonna end up looking like Google this vato. His name is Machine Gun Kelly. He's a rock and roll artist, rock and roll pinchy star. Quién sabe qué, right? It's a rock band kind of dude. Machine Gun Kelly. He beat me to it. I'm going to do what he did, but he beat me to it. Why am I doing that? It's because I didn't have no cultura tattoos. People get tattoos because, nowadays is more accepted. So that's good, right? We're not supposed to judge people, right? We're in 2024. Motherfuckers do lawsuits, equal opportunity, all that shit, right? Especially in California. Especially in California. So people get tattoos that are cool, right? Fucking koi fish all over the place, blasted with koi fish, fucking samurais, blasted with dragons, whatever floats your boat, right? Whatever floats your boat. I didn't, unfortunately. The 90s were absolutely so fucking wild and crazy. Killer Cali, drive-bys, head-up fades in the middle of the street, fighting war zones to get to school, fighting war zones to get back home. It was so crazy. 100%, not 90, 100% were gang tattoos. So, some people can live with it, right? Some people could be on the beach with, the block letters blasted on the chest, or what we call eye busters. An eye buster is a placa on the yarda that you can see across the yarda. Okay. So I got an eye buster, okay, on the chest. So some people are cool with that, Drifter. Some people can be on the beach in Cabo, with either their friends or their familia or whatever. And I ended up being the only motherfucker that just had everything political, every single fucking placa political. So basically, Drifter, what it did is it stopped me from growing. It stopped me from growing. And here on Chicano Tube, again, live on Chicano Street, again, the it's a huge responsibility to have a platform and call it Chicano Tube. It's more than an individual. We're a conglomerate. We're a community. So I couldn't no more look in the mirror and be like, damn, have this, have that, have this, have that, have this hood, this and K after it. I couldn't do it no more. I couldn't do it no more. But that's just me. Now, one thing that Chicano culture is not 100% is it's son cholos. Son cholos. Just because we're first generation Mexican Americans here, no todos éramos cholos, but we grew up in poverty. And what did we do? We ended up fighting. And what do we do? Our friends, we grew up with our closest friends. We ended up, playing football against another football team or against some other guys on the other side of town. And then all of a sudden, what happens? They jump one of your friends or you jump one of their friends. So all of a sudden, what happens when you jump one of their friends? They come back and retaliate. And then what happens when they come back and retaliate? You go back and retaliate to them. And then what happens that? It starts dead homies. Now people start getting laid out and bodies start getting dropped. I'm too old for that shit. And I'll never talk to the youngsters. I'll never promote that. So if people want to get it covered up, you could say, oh, that's leva. I understand that. I totally understand that. You don't think I understand that? Come on, way. Come on. I come from politics headquarter in Northern California. When people talk politics around me, it bores me. It bores me. There's nothing new you're gonna tell me. No, absolutely nothing. Charlie Chapolin is in the casa. That's right. Oh, my bad, cabron el juice. My bad. You're in Riverside County, carnal. That's right, my boy. I know there's plenty of raza, man. Shit, I can't wait to get back to Califas and the politics. No, just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. When I bullshit when I say that. Mystic Mac Alvin versus Wack would be a massive fight. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Um, I'm going to end up cross promoting with another community. I don't want to say it right now, but I've been in contact with another community. They want to end up cross promoting. It's going to cross, cultural lines, and I can't wait. I mean, 600. He ended up signing a deal with 1111 Network, and it was a fight. I think it was every 2 months. He said he's gonna run a fade with somebody every 2 months. I don't know if it's a 6 fight deal. That's smart. That's good. The first opponent they put against that dude 600, I looked at him and I'm like, damn, he's putting like some boxing videos out. This motherfucker don't even know how to hit the bag. He's gonna get mopped up. Gente, when people step in the boxing ring for the first time, I don't give a fuck how many people you knocked out. I don't care how many teeth you done knocked out of people's mouths. It don't matter how many fades you ran behind the handball court. Boxing 101 will neutralize the biggest, baddest mofo. The biggest, baddest I don't give a shit. Intimidation is just a tactic. It's just a tactic. Just remember what Tupac and Biggie said. Imagine me being scared of a motherfucker that breathes the same air as me. Come on now. So Alvin versus Wack. Yeah, that would be a big one. Can you set up our sumo wrestling match? Big Mike versus Raider Rich. Oh, dale, cabrón. There you go, cabrón. G Sierra, appreciate you, amiga. Oh, that's right. Oh, you're 42 way? Okay, so you're born in 82. Okay. Okay, that's right, my boy. That's right. Kuvula from Parker, Colorado. Parker, Colorado got raza over there, man. That's right. Shout out to Frankie Blaze. Hey, we're right here on Chicano Street, my boy. This isn't a normal live, cabron, just to let you know. We'll go back to the studio. We'll go back to headquarters, home base, Chicano Street, and we'll do our normal lives. We do a Chicano hour every other Friday. We go Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday night live. We'll play oldies occasionally on Sunday night because, in my opinion, it's not a real Chicano channel unless they play oldies. I'm just kidding. No, that's just me. Hey, Mega Man's in the casa. That's right. Here's another Chicano, man. Shout out to Mega Man. You guys, go ahead and hit that avatar on Mega Man. You want a cabron that's going to make you think? Mega Man is going to make you think. The best podcast in Long Beach. The best podcast in Long Beach is Mega Man, man. So shout out to Mega Man. I appreciate you, cabron. That's right. It's been Mega Man. You've been seeing her YouTube lately, man. It's been crazy, man. And I know the raza. We go after each other a lot, right? We go after each other. We don't have to agree. One thing I'll never do is I'll never put someone in the middle of a personal beef of mine. That means I will never say, "Oh, you go to Mega Man's podcast, you can't come to my No, I'll never do that. If I have something personal with someone, it's me and it's him. And if you want to feel some kind of way, you really shouldn't, because I wouldn't fucking give my life for no one unless it's my wife or my kids. Some of these guys, I'm telling you, man, how old are we that we still want to do that? I ain't in nobody's clique. I ain't in nobody's circle. I ain't on nobody's payroll. No soy un pinche vendido. Nadie me puede comprar, güey. Nadie. versus rumors are it's fake, no signatures and notary, but people are too lazy to Google the case. Is that right? Oh, that's right, cabrón, pinchy bird. It could be fake. So again, I've been in Kentucky all weekend. Right now I'm in Atlanta. I've been FUI, flying under the influence, all day, and then Friday. And so I'm gonna get another pistol right now. But again, fabricated paperwork, gente. You gotta have thick skin, man. Right now, I got 10K problems. If I can't handle 10K trolls, 10K problems, 10K thumbnails, 10K issues, I'll never be able to handle 50K, much less 100K. Now they're dropping 20 videos about me every single day. Drop all the videos you want. Sticks and stones can break my bones, and no video you do will hurt me. Because my real ones know who I am. My clients know who I am. My family knows who I am. Just don't believe anything. It blows with the wind. But yeah, it could be fake paperwork. That's right. But no, did anyone say, did he tell? Now, some people will say just making the statement is telling. I get it. I understand that. No soy pendejo. O sea, just because I'm a reformed individual, you know what I mean? That's empowering Chicanos now through knowledge and experience. Doesn't mean I lost all my street IQ. Hell no. You don't lose street IQ. So I understand you're not supposed to make statements. Like even the runner. Maybe he says he was schooled down. The runner says he was laced up from day one. The runner says he was raised by OGs and all this other stuff. He's in YA making statements. I mean, what part of the game is that? Me and you, your mama and your cousin too. Rolling down the strip on Vogues, coming up slamming Cadillac doors. Hey, Belinda, here's my ticket. That's right, Beachy Frankie, man. That's right. I seen some other scenes too. There was a scene where they came back all periqueado, borrachos. They came back to the museum where Crucito asked Belinda. I'm sorry, he asked the Ruca that owned I'm sorry, the one that ran the gallery. He asked her for upfront advance. Well, when he gave him the feria, they didn't show the scene. This is in the long version where they go get twisted and then come back. They came back like compa Raider, just periqueados, man. It's okay, Belinda. That's right, man. That's right. Chewy is too much, man. Chewy. Hey, Chewy had an eye buster. Did you see Chewy's eye buster? Chewy had a huge eye buster on his stomach. When Paco came in, and remember, he got into it. He says, "Hey, there's a can of chinga tu madre right there. Why don't you help yourself?" Okay. Remember he cut out Pinchy Juanito's face. He goes, here you go. The little vato loved me more than you. Damn, that was real shit. But then Chewy got up. He goes, come on, ride the white horse, vato. When he stood up on the couch, he had a huge eye buster on his stomach. He had the VL in huge letters. So that's what I mean by eye buster. Like, sub, and show love. I appreciate you, Bird, my boy. Gracias. Hey, Crucito, you made me look like a cholo. That's what he said. Damn it. Oh yeah. That scene is in the extended version. Okay, so Foom, you've seen the extended version, right? Yeah, so that scene's in the extended version. Yeah. Okay, I know you're up on game then, DL. At Chapo Sumo Wrestling match. Yeah, no one want to see that way. Come on now. And I know it's just puro cotarreo on the internet, dropping comments, but ain't no one want to see that. You know what I mean? Plus, again, I think Wack is one of those guys that it's going to have to be one of my contacts. So I don't want to put him out here. We've been talking about cross promoting peleas. I'm going to hit him up this week también. It's been like a month. We talked about it. He was very interested. And I'll make the trip to where he's at and I'll take a flick. We'll shake hands and we'll get this thing going, man, because I believe he knows that I'm a businessman, first and foremost. And I believe his reach into his community is gonna go far, and so he'll be able to bring some other people to the table, and hopefully make it good, man. Blacked out, yeah, the ink is getting blacked out. Way it's duele, way. I'm not gonna lie, cabrón. Oh, I'm tougher than nails, and eso duele. These new needles are like torture devices. The needles that she's blasting me with, they look like clippers, way. They look like clippers. De serio, they look like hair clippers. Duele. But you know what? Just the way it hurt getting them is I'm gonna endure. Just to go ahead and just cover them up. I'm not trying to do anything cool. People they say my arms, oh, that looks cool. Or mostly youngsters, you know how youngsters are, right? Everything's cool to them, right? Oh, it's cool. And I'm like, every time I have to say, well, these are just cover-ups. This is the quickest and easiest thing I know how to do. Instead of spending time doing a design, laying it over, sizing it up, retouching it, adding color. I'm not gonna do none of that. I'm just gonna put blobs of ink. Cae que le cae. I don't give a shit. Foom's Classic, that's right. My boy, Mystic Facts, that's right. Mega Man, Mega Beta. He Let's Grow, man. I don't know about that, cabrón. Don't come on here, pinche Mike Tyson. Hey, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, that fight's gonna flop. I don't think anyone's gonna buy that fight. I mean, I heard they said um, that the gate broke 9 million and he sold more tickets than Canelo Alvarez. Okay, that's good. But as far as the pay-per-view goes, I think it's gonna flop. I think the paper. Who wants to see 60-year-old Mike Tyson throw chingazos? I don't give a fuck how mad he gets. It's actually taken away from his legacy, but I understand it's a check, cabrones. It's a check. And shout out to Jake Paul because guess what, cabrones? Jake Paul was the one. He's the godfather of exhibition fights. He was the first one. This pinche niño who was skinny and on Disney and Nickelodeon. He's the one that ended up creating a lane for content creators to get inside and throw chingazos because they have followers, they have subscribers. So all I'm doing is maximizing all of my fighters' potential, by what? By getting the support they already have by thousands of thousands of subscribers. And we're going to see if they really support them by when they get in the ring, by what the cost of a pizza is. I try to, charge it really, really low, the cost of a pizza to show your support, man. And because you've been showing your support in the first two fights, here we go. I'm gonna get to the point where I'm not even gonna talk about, oh, it's his first fight, second fight. No, 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 that shit's all done. We're gonna get this thing going like a máquina. This thing is going like a machine. Mystic, how you been, loco? That's right, after party. I hate big cities. My town is turning into a big city because all the gente from Califas are moving down, saying they want to escape, but they still vote the same, making it Califas. Yeah, I know, cabrones. What are you gonna do? It's a machine. It's a system. A lot of people say. I ain't one of these cabrones that are gonna tell you you can't go far in America because it's a system. You can't be an entrepreneur because it's a system. Chale. That's actually a victim mentality. We don't birth no victims here. I don't want no victims on this channel. I want nothing but pinchy hustlers and entrepreneurs que si se puede. I'm going to show you guys how to start LLCs, show you guys how to start businesses and come up and then stay in your neighborhoods. That way you could do the most good in your barrio. I never tattooed my body because I'm in belief if by the grace of God I make it to heaven, I don't want to deface God's temple. You know what? I respect that. And everyone should respect that too. Man, I appreciate Mystic Mac coming out and saying those kind of things right there. You could tell this guy is speaking straight from his pinche corazon. The temple. We did that. We did go back about a week or two ago, was it? Or a week ago. Me and Miss Chicano Tube did a whole health live, gente. The top 4 or 5 asesinos de la raza, 20% this, 20% that. The killers, los que nos matan cada día. We laid it out for you guys, and we laid out the remedies for you guys on what you can do as far as our research has shown what you can do. Go back, trip out on that one. I know the gente don't want to hear the positive. They want to hear the drama. I get it. I get it. But still, that's what we're doing on this channel. That's the main bread and butter. 80%. And then 20% cheese, man. No, not the grass. That's right, Bird. That's one of my day wonders right there. That's why he's wrenched up. Mystic Mac. If I was on the studio, cabron, I'd rent you up, cabron. I'd rent you up. I am gonna rent you up. Just tap in when I get back on Wednesday. Tap in on Wednesday, cabron. Respects familia. That's right. Short the West Side San Jose in the casa, nothing but raza. I was on Story and King for Cinco de Mayo way. I was on Story and King on Cinco de Mayo. RBL Posse was there. So it was popping. RBL Posse was there. I did a live, probably about 8-minute live. But I took about 4 or 5 photos. Some people recognize me. It was kind of hard to recognize me, I think, because I was wearing a tejana for one. I was wearing como se dice, a charro shirt, or just, I was dressed like Cinco de Mayo way. I'm a proud Mexicano, not just Chicano, Mexicano. Man on Fire says growth. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm never going to stop any. Bro, I would be a hypocrite, bro. I'd be one of the biggest hypocrites on the pinchy planet Earth if I went and talked to the youngsters in the juvenile hall, which the new juvenile hall in Salinas actually looks like a level 3, to keep it real with you. I mean, they built a new one, and I'm like, damn, they just, Salinas is different, gente. They built the new juvenile hall. I'd be a hypocrite if I go to the youth center, talk to the youngsters about these pendejos, and they watch YouTube. They always ask me. They ask me about the runner. They ask me about, is this dude? Supposedly they ask me if these dudes are real and if they want me to stamp them, and stuff like that. I'm not stamping anyone. The thing we talk about here on Chicano Tube is culture. So if a vato claims he's Chicano, okay, we'll stamp him or maybe not stamp him. People were like I had mentioned, hey, lefty meth play. Some people call him lefty meth play. The KJ fucked him up, gente. The KJ busted down his nervous system. Someone asked me, do I think he's Raza because his name is Franklin Holiday? I don't know if he's Raza. His name is Franklin Holiday. That raises an eyebrow. Now I'm curious. Are we just calling him Raza, or are they calling him Raza in SoCal, which is the majority of his fans and fanatics? Are we calling him Raza in SoCal because we just want him to be Raza, or is it because he was embraced by the Raza? Okay, so if you're embraced by the Raza, does that make you Chicano, or is it you have to have it in your blood? We leave it up to the people's court. Freedom is paramount. Absolutely, cabron. Let's stay free. Let's stay out here. Every single moment right now, you're probably on Sunday, kicking back on your couch, drinking a pisto, whatever you're doing. Okay. There's someone like you, or a lot of us have brothers, cousins, hermanos, tios, dads, fathers that are in the pinta staring at the wall. They're sitting inside an 8x10 and they're staring at a cement wall, uh, riding for a cause, which I don't disrespect, acting tough. So that's cool, but we have our freedom. I wouldn't trade that for anything. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Just dealing with my spine doctor. I have to get spinal infusion, but I'm waiting. Okay. Okay. Pinchy after party. I appreciate you, cabron. I appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Mac Foom hopes everything goes well, brother. That's right. No, yeah, of course. Me too. Shit. Absolutely. I hope everything goes well with that. You know what I mean? Health is wealth, cabron. Absolutely. Every day is a good day. Every breath, your lung pumps. O sea, gracias a Dios for that. That's right. Pocho Live Podcast in the casa. Wrench stub doing damage. Shout out to all. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you, cabron. Appreciate it. And let me give Pocho Live his flowers one more time, cabron. Okay. Pocho Live is the founder, one of the co-founders of Food Community. He's one of the co-founders, so we got to give flowers where flowers are due. Come on now. Come on. That's right, Bird. I appreciate you. He said Mystic Max is Mega Man versus West Coast Graffiti. Well, I don't know. You know what? West Coast Graffiti, he called in. He called in about 2 months ago on the podcast when AC put him in a very bad situation. Just showing his colors. Showing his colors. I did a poll on a live the next day and I said, is Boo Boo next? Is Boo Boo next? Now, no one's talking about the spousal abuse case that Boo Boo caught in February, and I understand why. I understand why. It's a bad look. Now we have Diddy. Okay, well, a video just came out of him dragging down the hallway of the hotel floor. Okay, Cassie, una muchacha, I don't know if it was girlfriend, wife, or whoever she was. I think there's a R&B, very popular R&B artist named Cassie. I don't know if that's her, but showed him running out of his hotel room, and in a little towel because she was trying to get away from him. Y la arrastró para atrás. La arrastró para atrás. So we don't condone that. Absolutely not. Matter of fact, in the Mexican culture, you are the biggest coward in the world if you lay your hands on a woman. Mexicanos, they understand that. We understand that. O sea, it's not even a fair pelea. Come on now. Anyways. Oh, a risky business wants to see that one too. Well, I mean, it could do numbers. It could do numbers, right? They both have a good following. I do know that West Coast Graffiti, he busts down, right? He does his burpees, even though, I don't think he's ever been to the Pinta, right? Because he says one pump burpees. What the hell is a one pump burpee? Two pump burpees. West Coast Graffiti, let's get it straight, cabron. Okay, it's a 6 count if it's one push up. It's a 8 count if it's two push ups. Come on, cabron, get this right. Wait, pinche West Coast. No, I understand, and it shows that, pues, you're a civilian, and there's nothing wrong with that. People think that, oh, he's a civilian, like you're less than. Only in CaliTube, only in California YouTube channels does being behind the walls, supposedly, allegedly, make you better than someone else that hasn't been behind the walls. But in any other state, if you're behind the walls, you're a pendejo, loser, wasting your time, etc. But in California, I guess it's like wearing something on your chest. I guess it's like wearing a badge of honor. I don't know. I don't know. That's backward, anyways. That's right, Bird. Acknowledging Pocho. That's right, my boy. One of the founders of Food Community. That's right, my boy. And his channel's blowing up, man. Pocho's channel's blowing up. So go subscribe over there. Go ahead and hit that like and all that. Subscribe to Mega Man. Subscribe to West Coast. We gotta support Raza, gente. We gotta support Raza. And if you want to subscribe to Alvin, subscribe to him too. Now, my wife was telling me, she's the definition of raza, que nationality, que raza, que this. We go deep, me and my wife, on a lot of really good talks. And I can't wait to get back on the Chicano hour. She's gonna break some stuff down for you guys. That's right. Gracias for that super chat right there. I appreciate you, Spanquillos in the casa, Pro Contreras. God bless you all. Please hit the like button. Much love from the Contreras. God bless you. God bless the Contreras family. Amiga, if this is you, Amiga Pro, I'm a praying man. I get on my knees every single day. Okay, grown men, we fight our battles on our knees, cabrones. Remember that. Remember that. So I pray that God gives you tenfold. That 4.99 is turning back to 49.99. But when I sow seeds, I don't even want the monetary back. I'd rather have, because God blesses us in different ways. You didn't know that pinche carro, that head-on accident that you saw driving to work, you didn't know that was meant to be you, but because you sowed a seed, because you prayed that morning, because you lived positive, guess what? What God did, He avoided that. It came right off your plate. That ain't hitting you. But anyways, I appreciate you, Pro Contreras. God bless you. Spunkio's in the casa. That's right, Spunkio. I appreciate you, my boy. That's right. I appreciate you. Tapped in from Sakura. That's right, Diablo. My boy from Sakura's in the casa, wrenched up. Sakura 916, Mikey, and Christina, and Homegirls, and Homeboy Shaq. Me and you, your mama and your cousin too. I'm in the ATL, cabron. Right now I'm in Atlanta, rolling down the strip on Bogues. Coming up, slamming Cadillac doors. That's right, the after party with Food, my boy. I appreciate you, cabron. You know what? Can I get guests in here? I wonder if I can get guests in here. Invite guests? Maybe I can. How do I drop a comment? Oh, I'm way behind on the comments. I'm gonna go to the bottom. Sorry, Spencer Gente. I just skipped about half the I had to go to the bottom. So, anyways, man, I don't. Where is the where do I drop the link? Post comment. Okay. Just in case someone wants to jump in. Maybe they heard something I said. What's the word? Huelga bird. Maybe you want to know. Okay. Well, there it is. I think I could bring people on. I'm at the airport, so it's all good. Disco Superviso. That's right. Vanessa, mi amiga. I appreciate you. Gracias. There's mi amiga Vanessa. She always looks forward to the Sunday night show. I appreciate it. That's right. The G. Lu show is in the casa. I appreciate you, mi hermano. Much love, Chicano too. Checking out your channel for the first time, loving the show. Much love. Well, I appreciate you, cabron. Gracias for checking it in. You already know what it is, man. We're just raza. Up here, in Salinas, man, we got it's about 80-90% raza, but we got a great relationship. We ain't never known toil, strife. So Salinas is basically kind of like an LA stilo. And I know it's considered Northern California, but it's not. We're on the equator of California. Exactly east of us is Fresno. So, yeah, it could be Northern California, but I consider it Central California. Salinas is like the Los Angeles of Northern California. And so when I grew up here in Salinas, I just remember hairnets, khakis, chucks, Ben Davis, windbreakers, Old English letters, hats with Old English letters. There was never no other style. There was never no other style. But shout out to G. Lou, another Firme channel. Now he's been consistent on Sunday nights, gente. Now, my boy G. Lou, he knows música. I'm a huge, huge proponent for music. Music heals the soul. Music unifies us. Music brings us together. Go ahead and check out G. Lou. Hit his avatar, gente. We're 10,000 deep. Let's throw him another 10,000 and show G. Lou love. Vanessa says, "Hey G, that's right. That's right. That's right." And I don't know if G Lou's still in here. You know what, cabron? I never put like effort into trying to find like new music. I know I should. I know when I was a DJ doing middle school dances, high school dances, I always would. I was more preoccupied with the newest music, which is the trending music and the shit that's hot right now that fills the dance floor. So the only music I ever play, the only music I ever play is music I grew up on. Music I grew up on. And so, man, shout out to G Lou. God is good. God bless you and your family. Well, I appreciate you, Per Contreras. Yeah, I really highly appreciate you. Gracias. I don't give a fuck, community. If your parents are whitewashed, second generation, born in the United States, you are not Chicano. You're fully American. Be proud of your nationality. Well, wait, we're born in the United States. Of course, we're American. Now, in what sense are we American? Everyone that's born in Mexico is American. It's American continent. So, like, you could break this down a lot of different ways. Wait, we're Chicano. So, what do? We embrace two cultures. Now, on top of being Chicano, soy Mexicano. Now, someone will say, well, unless you were born in Mexico and have a Mexican birth certificate, I have a Mexican birth certificate. I have a Mexican birth certificate. Whoever wants to see it, we'll put it on the live on the Wednesday night. So I'm Mexican, but it doesn't confine us. Being Chicano, we're American because we're born here. We're Mexicano because of our bloodline. What's pumping through my blood? Mexican blood. Mexican blood. If you are, if your parents are whitewashed, second generation born, okay. So I mean, so they don't speak Spanish, right? Because obviously the language was lost. Because obviously someone just didn't see it important enough to pass down the culture. Then you're a watered down. You can say watered down Chicano. I don't know about saying you're not Chicano. I don't know. I don't know. That might be a little bit too far. I don't give a fuck. But I know you don't give a fuck. Me and you, your mama and your cousin too. Man, we're live from the ATL, gente. I've been FUI flying under the influence all weekend. Shout out to Kentucky, man. Go and trip out on my IG stories, though. Just go and trip out on the IG stories. You're gonna see Kentucky, peacocks, donkeys, bluegrass. You're gonna see the wedding, obviously. Me smoking on a cigar that were handed out at the wedding. Cubans. That, to be honest with you, gente, those are strong. I heard there's mild cigars, and I heard the Cubans are not mild. Okay, that one will give you a pinchy head rush. A head rush. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of American Me, right? You know, he did 19 Summers, right? Santana, right? Santana did 19 Summers, and Chemo's Flicks actually uses the photo for his avatar. Chemo's Flicks. Shout out to Chemo's Flicks. So he's taking a drag off that cigarette in Chemo's Flicks on the avatar. And guess what? That 19 Summers he did, that pinchy drag, the way he's hitting that, the toke that he's taking on the cigarro, I absolutely know for sure Santana got a pinchy head rush off that. There's no way Santana did not get a head rush off of that drag he took on Chemo's Flicks avatar, man. Shout out to Chemo's Flicks. He dropped 2 more nominations for the YouTube Yarda Awards. We're going to do every single December. The YouTube Yarda Awards is hosted by yours truly and is sponsored by La Mesa, which is EBK, Family Uncensored, and Chemo's Flicks. So shout out to them. And then West Coast Graffiti, the one where he ripped off his shirt, the tank top. Okay, that's another nominee. Man, every year just gets better and better, Rasta. Just hang on for the ride. But again, I want to thank you guys that 182,000 views for the last 28 days. I never ever, you know me, go back to my community. You could just, look at it. I've never posted that because I don't give a shit about numbers. But I do know that Chicanos and Califas were 40% of the whole state. Sooner or later, we got to get to 100,000. I mean, come on now. There's easily, we should be at 100,000 easily. You have to put on your community part of the channel. Okay, I think I did it right now, but I don't know, But anyways, it's all good. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the shit, man. I'm gonna shoot the shit. I was in immigration at one point. I was in immigration at one point, and the Mexican Central American issues are real. They don't like us, and we don't like them. So last time I went to Mexico, I had seen there was a huge Haitian community that came to Mexico. And I was talking with some of the gente in Mexico, right? And they told me exactly what I'm telling you. O sea, I don't want you guys to get mad, but I'm going to keep it one thou wow. They said they fuck with the Haitians. They come over there. They're hardworking. Son gente que no más trabajadora. But they do have a dislike. Okay, don't get mad at me. I'm telling you about me a couple weeks ago going to Mexico and talking in Mexico to Mexicans that are local natives, and they said they do have a little bit of a chip for Central Americans. They have a little bit of a chip on Central Americans. I don't know why. I'm not gonna put it out there. What's up, my boy? That's right. The Chicano Express is in the casa. Pinche brown fist up, la raza. I'm right here, cabron. I'm right here. Yesterday was a Tennessee whiskey. That was yesterday. Today is me and you. Your mama and your cousin too. Much of G Lou will be on your live time. Okay. Oh, that's right. Oh, you gente, go ahead and tap into G Lou's live. He goes very, very consistent, man. And I know I don't know him personally, but I could sense, you know what I mean, that he's from the old school, man. He's like me. We don't bullshit. We don't want, fuck around. Anyone got some problem, just pull up, man. We don't got to do it on the internet. Just do it like Tony A said. We won't put no cameras. Come on down. We got a beef. Push the table to the side. Otro chingazos. You knock me out, pick me up. I knock you out. I'll pick you up. We'll have a beer and shake hands. Grown man shit. Grown man shit. But I appreciate you too, Michael. I appreciate you, amiga. Gracias. I appreciate it. That's right, G. Lou. I appreciate you, my boy. Risky. Real Mexicans don't like Chicanos either. They see us as pochos, which is true. That is facts. Now, I don't want to say all Mexicans, cabron. Did you say all? He said real. What's real? You got to define that because that's really general way. Real Mexicans. Real what's the standard for real? Because a lot of people call real one. Here's a real one. My definition of real one could not be your definition of real one. My definition of real one is back in the day, we'd fucking give our lives away and catch a 25 to life 3-strike case in the 90s for our homeboy. That's not my definition of real. My definition of a real one is someone fucking working in 95, no matter what job it is, to provide for their family and stay out here and provide security and stability so the kids don't grow up fucked up the way we did. So what's a real Mexican? Music is a heartbeat. That's right. Burqueños in the casa. That's right. Burques in the casa. That's Albuquerque, New Mexico. Gilu, I appreciate you, hermano. I appreciate you more. I'm going to see if I could jump on that live, man. I don't watch a lot of YouTube, but I do get a lot of clips sent to me. And I think it's because motherfuckers want me to stir the pot and shit. Like they were sending me that Chicano rappers clips. I haven't even looked at it. Did he tell? No one's telling me if he told or not. I know they posted something that he made a statement. Okay. Now, some people consider making a statement telling. I get it. This is California. I get it. Making a statement can be construed as telling. Is that what they're saying is telling? Is that what they're saying is telling? Or someone or people are saying that's AI generated. I don't know. I don't know. I guess they could generate anything. That's right. Everybody go check out G Lou tonight at 9:30. That's right. That's right, man. Yeah. Usually when I do music on Sundays, it's earlier than 9:30. It's earlier, man. I'm not I can't night crawl no more, man. I'm in my 40s. I can't be up that late at night. Plus, I like to have a sip while I play music. And it's just that's too late. So I go on really about 7 o'clock. About 7 o'clock. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you. That's right. Nothing but love being showed, man. Shout out to G Lou. Shout out to SoCal. Shout out to everyone down there. My family has been in New Mexico for over 400 years. Proud of it. Nova Mexicano, soy Chicano. Can no one tell you otherwise? You know what I mean? It's like, can no one tell you otherwise? That's right. I appreciate you, Pearl. Yeah, right now we're in Atlanta. And we're just at the gate right here. Ya comimos, pero vamos a comer otra vez más. Kentucky was a blast. Nothing but whiskey. Go and trip out, man. Most of them had accents. What the heck did you get? You got snacks? What is it? Strawberry shake? Do you have a Jamba Juice? I want to go get a protein. No? A big old lime. Okay, we'll go anyways. A little bit. We're Raza people. Yeah, we're Raza. That's right. Vato moco. Órale, caperucita. Caperucita. Oh, man. Cholo Juan is the one that came up with that one. He called them caperucita. And you know who I'm referring to in the king of Calexico, right? And why am I getting on his bumper for? Because he's another one, right? Adam this, Adam that, Adam this. And then all of a sudden, did you notice how he changed his tune? Did you notice how he changed his tune? Now it's not Adam this. Well, gente, we should unify. Well, wait. I thought he was the white devil a couple months ago. Alvin said that. Anyways, I don't know. Again, if it's all about numbers, I get it. But the only reason I go after certain people is because they say one thing, and then when I said this since day one. I said, if you were from the streets, if you were from street people, street motherfuckers, we don't get opportunities too much. We don't get opportunities too much. So when someone from the streets gets a real opportunity to lift his brand, make some change, just don't do nothing strange for some change, make some change. How would you pass up that opportunity? I'm not mad at Brick Baby. I'm not mad at Sharp, Whack, no one, right? People, what did I say when Compa Raider went over there? What did I say, gente? They're gonna start hating on Compa Raider because he is going to the next level. Didn't I say that? And what happened? Alvin went after him. What happened? He flaked on the king of Calexico. He flaked on him. And what happened? He went after him. Come on now. Come on. I guess he went back on their channels, and mended things and stuff like that. But why run to the internet and make a video about it? They should have just said, okay, we'll see how things go and let's see things play out. That's it. Anyways, the king of Calexico, and then he has a party. He's just sitting on his couch now eating. I'm like, he gained like 60 pounds in the last 2-3 months. He gained like 60 pounds, because obviously, we already know he's disabled, right? He busted his back driving the forklift and driving the forklift. You might have a birth certificate or passport. Majority don't have a Mexican passport to have a privilege to claim to be a real Mexican. Remember, to be Chicano, you must come from Mexican parent. Okay. That last statement, absolutely. Facts. I don't give up. Absolutely. Right? Absolutely. All right. Art H is in the casa. In the 80s, you would get in trouble at school for speaking Spanish. Bro, I just went to a funeral the other day. A good friend of mine, his dad passed away. A good friend of mine. And he has the testimony, the dad, that he didn't want because he was como se dice, there were, back in when Chicanos barely came to the United States, they didn't let him speak Spanish. O sea, eran racistas. They didn't want him to speak Spanish anymore. And what he went through, he was in Vietnam in the Chicano outfit. He was in Vietnam in the Chicano outfit, and 100% they were segregated. 100% they were segregated. Only the raza hung out with the raza because, again, it was a different time. I'm not saying it's like that now. We're talking time. Let's put shit in context before we just cut a clip, blow shit up. And that's not where we're at in 2024. But he didn't teach his kids Spanish because he didn't want them like him, getting chased, trying to get jumped, running fades all the time. O sea, segregated. The raza in those high schools back in the 50s and 40s, they look for raza to hang out with each other because they're all getting jumped anyways. They're all getting chased. They're all getting jumped. Los güeros, blonde hair, blue eye. They were just, they were the majority, like in Salinas. Salinas, the güeros were like 70 80%. And the Mexicanos back in the day, 4 or 5 decades ago, were like 20. Now it's the opposite. Now it's the opposite. Okay, so Art H is okay. How old are you, cabron? Spence Contreras goes ahead. Spankio, I appreciate you, my boy. He goes ahead and drops the handle for the G Lou Show. Hit subscribe over there if you are an oldie lover, which everyone here has to be an oldie lover. Somos Chicanos, way. We grew up on oldies, cabrones, okay? If you are an oldie, avid oldie lover, do yourself a favor and subscribe to G Lou. ARC Burqueño, that's dope. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you, DL. Keep it on the down low. Down low. I don't know about that, cabrón. I don't know about that. See, some people have an issue. Oh, like Jenny 69. The Jenny 69 incident last year was the what is it called? It was the pinnacle. You know, there's one moment sometimes that okay, this year the Jenny 69 getting packed out at a music video shoot by she said 200-300 pounders. This year, the Jenny 69 moment might be Norby's. That might be Norby's. I don't know if anyone is gonna top this year Norby's banging on Alvin's window. Bam, 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 bam. Hey, Gil, I just want to talk to you. The ultimate troll move. I don't know if anyone is gonna top that this year. That was the Jenny 69, and it happened early in the year. But we got plenty left in the year, so maybe someone else will will top that one. Right now, that one is the lead candidate on the YouTube Yarda Awards. Mikey's an ATL. Yeah, I'm an ATL right now. You know what I mean? Me and you, your mama and your cousin too. I don't give a fuck community. You can't say my parents are born in the US and I'm Chicano. That's not the oh, I see what you're saying. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't give a here's the thing. The way the term and this is only my opinion, cabron. Who am I, the judge and jury of shit? The way Chicano whatever you want to call it, the way it keeps going, o sea, the Chicano is well, one, it's not mixing. I mean, let's just keep that real. Okay, don't get mad at me, gente, that I'm propagating for this. I'm just keeping it real. If you're the children of Chicanos and it's not mixed, then todavía son Chicanos. But again, I'm pushing the line, a hard line, that we gotta keep the culture alive and we gotta keep teaching Spanish. Now, someone's gonna get mad. Wait, that's not our language. Cálmanse, cálmanse. Well, European. I know. It was a trip because I had Wayward Son. I had Wayward Son on the channel, and Wayward Son has so much clecha. Wayward Son had so much clecha. I'm like, damn. After Wayward Son was on the channel the first time, not the second time. He's been 2 times now. After he was on the channel the first time, I'm like, damn. I got a foreigner's name blasted on my back. You know, saying, you know, that beards and mustaches are European and that's not indigenous. I get it. And I believe those things are facts. I believe those things are facts. But Chicanos having children, keeping the culture alive, teaching them Spanish means Chicanos keep birthing Chicanos, in my opinion. The players ball, all the players came. Yeah, but that one didn't knock that hard. That one did not knock that one had some lows, but it really had no 808 lows. It really didn't. That one, me and you, that one will bend your trunk. That absolutely, and I always had a system. I gutted every speaker in every single car that I've had. I've never left the stock speaker wire, much less a stock speaker. And I've never had a speaker that wasn't connected, even a tweeter, never had a speaker that wasn't connected to an amplifier. Never, never. I grew up as a teenager. My cousin, he introduced me into Cadillacs. He had a 76 Eldorado, the 2-door coupe, red. I think it was burgundy on burgundy. He had a smoke gray, just like Omar and Scarface, 82 Fleetwood Brougham smoke gray on true spokes. And my dad also had a Fleetwood Brougham, but I think it was like an 83. Every single car, you know, had beat, major beat. That's right. Hair Nate Tony is in the casa. He's just got out doing a stint from Sing Sing. He's checking in the comment section. Mikey, let the gente know to vote for the YouTube Yada Awards. Yeah, well, that's only in December, way. It's only in December. Chemos Flicks, myself, EBK, will get together. We'll choose the videos, the best videos, and I will do the nominees are. And you know how I do it. Go and trip out. It was in last December. I dropped the video, YouTube Yada the Awards. I thought it was pretty good. Again, I did that by myself. After that, I want to include Chemo and EBK, La Mesa, in the decisions, and then that way it's a whole lot better. And I'm gonna, because I knocked that video out literally in like 2 hours. And I'm talking about when I shot it, and I'm talking about when I edited it. That means Chemo's Flicks is a master of that. I mean, he's pulling out clips. I mean, someone just sent me a clip. It was a couple weeks ago, and it was Alvin. Okay, and you know who I mean by Alvin? Alvin and the Chipmunks. It was Alvin talking about, and it was like, it's a bad video. It's a bad one. And he probably still has it up on his channel. And it's talking about how he ended up putting hands on someone from another raza. And he said the guy looked like something that sounded very disrespectful, racist. I'm like, shit, man. This guy, he's ran off at the mouth so bad. Chingado, man. There ain't no coming back. Marvelous Minds is in the casa. I appreciate you, cabron. Chicano. Chicano. That's right, man. Hey, one of my favorite words, cabron. I appreciate you, Marvelous Minds in the casa. There's another channel, another Chicano channel. I need you guys to go ahead and hit that avatar. Okay, we're 10,000 strong over here. So go ahead and show him some love and let him grow 10,000 deeper, because he really is educating the raza. He really is educating the raza. I don't want to get into all of that otra vez with Alvin and his whole thing just stemming from his self-hate because we don't consider him Chicano. Well, you're not. You're not. It's just, it is what it is. But why does that? I mean, you should be proud of who you are. Wear that on your chest. Blast it on your chest. Blast it. Hey, Marvelous. That's right. Marvelous getting love. That's right. As soon as he walks in here, Vinci Marvelous. That's right. That's my carnal right there. Marvelous. That's right. About 3 weeks ago, the Mexican Senate has made it easier to obtain double citizenship if you have a parent that's a Mexican. So, yes, the advantage of being a dual citizenship is one, property ownership, gente. Property ownership. You'll the American dream, right now, the way the cost of living is to obtain what they call American dream, what they call American dream. We can talk about that if you want. Is it's just it's crazy now. I just came from Kentucky, where an acre, I looked it up on the MLS, an acre of land over there is going for about 50K. An acre of land. And we're talking about trees, air quality, farms, huge properties. An acre of land, 50,000. Damn, we get what we pay for, but shit, California's expensive, man. In California, we have to pay for the Golden Gate Bridge. We got to pay for Hollywood. We got to pay for the beaches, and we got to pay for the sunsets. Unfortunately, but I mean, a lot of people, well, like myself, we can't give it up. We can't give it up, man. Marvelous. That's right. Maravilla. That's right. So the first time I ever, I'll tell a story then because I got time. God on this. First time I ever ran into someone that was from Maravilla. Okay, this was 1996. I want to say it was 1996. I had to switch school districts. Long story, but it's in the members only. I had to switch school districts, not by choice. They forced me to. And when I switched school districts, it was a little bit further, right? I had to catch the bus. I had to catch the bus. So I'm like, damn. And, back in those days, we'd do 60, 90 days, and then there was no truancy. So you'd get out, and then you just wouldn't go to school the rest of the year. Who cares? I didn't have disciplinarian parents. I had farm worker, Spanish speaking parents, like a lot of people. And I was totally taking advantage of them, not knowing English. And I was playing paper basketball with every single letter they sent home from school. It was what it was. So I take the bus, and then I end up going over to the school, right? So every time I had to take the bus from Salinas to go to that school, and they had a bus depot, right? When I got to the bus depot, there was about 6 or 7 dudes, okay? And these guys weren't they weren't teenagers. Maybe they were 19. Some of them were 18. They were adults. Okay, let's just say 18 to 21. Back in the 90s, we just ran. I mean, it seemed like the genetics just we looked older, man, and the genetics were different. Everyone was like football player size in the 90s. I don't know if the moms just drank too much coffee or what, man. These kids nowadays, I mean, they coming out 80 pounds soaking wet. But anyways, so one day I get to that bus station, I see 8-7 dudes. I see an MS blasted on the wall. I still didn't even know what it was. I still didn't even know what it was. I'm wearing brown Ben Davis. I'm wearing the brown Ben Davis zip up shirt. I'm wearing like the Reeboks, but I never liked the green Reeboks. I never did. I thought they were too wide. I like the classics. I like the dark blue sole. If you know, you know. I like the dark blue Reeboks. They're a little bit more narrow. If you got a wider foot, then yeah, you wear the Reeboks with the green logo. But if you can, for the look and don't have a wide foot, then you would wear the classics. So I'm getting off with a black beanie, right? I'm getting off. They see me, I see them. Again, we just lock eyes, but I go to school. I come back, I gotta catch the bus to leave. Now I come back, the same group is there. 6-7 dudes and like 2-3 chicks. And now I'm leaning back on the bench. So I'm leaning back again, brown bands. I'm all browned out, and I'm leaning back. And now I'm looking at them, and they're looking at me. Now spider sense is going off. Again, this is the 90s. So what was gonna happen? We're gonna run it. No matter what, we're gonna run it. They ended up, two guys ended up walking up to me. They said what they said. I'm not gonna say it. You've heard it in the movies. Probably the biggest phrase I ever heard growing up, 100,000 times in the 90s, was three words: Where you from? So, anyways, they said that. Immediately, I just got up and just had to take off. There was no way. I still had to go on the bus. Gente. I had to take off because I had to get on the bus. And so that's when I heard one of them say that. You know what I mean? While we're running the fade, one of them said that. And it was what it was. It was just a different time. It was different. Again, very immature thinking. I was willing to give my life for a street that wasn't going to give me shit back or deposit anything in my bank, or people that were never going to take care of my familia when I was away. So again, it was all a myth. It was all a myth. That's right. That's a G. Lou. That's right. Hannah Tony, can you be Chicano if you're from Peru, Venezuela, or South America? How about Brazil? Again, I'm not going to say you can't embrace the culture. They're fucking low riding in Japan, bro. I'm not saying you can't, but people get butt hurt when you get technical with it. Here's the thing: people get absolutely butt hurt. Okay, they're taking off to Orlando. I ain't taking off to Orlando. Anyways, people get upset when you get technical with it. That's it. That's all they doing. They're getting upset when you get technical. Don't fucking hate me. It just is what it is. They want to redefine the raza. And the raza has been a movement that's been going on for shit. It's probably coming up on 100 years now. It's probably coming up on 100 years in a decade or two. So they want to redefine things. I'm not saying you can't embrace it. Absolute. Hey, wear what you want to wear, man. You want to wear Charlie Browns? Do it, man. You want to wear windbreakers? Do it. I'm not saying gangbang because that's going backward. Don't gangbang. The message I tell the youngsters when I go to the camp in the juvenile hall once a month, it's a new message. It's not an old message. The new message is the old message was what is it called? Dare to keep kids off drugs or other acronyms, right? Like trying to get them to stop, do a 180 on what they're doing. That didn't work because the violence slowly started progressing and getting worser and worser. The violence only got worser and worser. So people never look for a new message. And you know what I did? I looked for a new message. And you know, the message that I've been preaching now has been getting a lot of results. And here's the message right here: I'm not trying to take your neighborhood out of you. Hell no. Hell no. But what I'm trying to do is make you aware, be proud of your neighborhood, but now make choices and make the right choices. And it's coming from someone they can relate to, not the 90-year-old man with the guitar, and the dog. They don't care about that, man. They're just going to that dude's meeting just to get out of the cell. But when they come to my meeting, and again, it was in February, that the first time ever in the camp, the whole camp, the camp is like one step to YA. It's higher than the juvenile hall. The camp, well, there's no more YAs, but anyways, they put the YA guys in the camp. And it's crazy because now you have 21, 22, 23-year olds with 16-year-olds. But anyways, that's a whole nother story. So when I tell them that, whether they come for chips or Doritos, I've had countless of them reach me on the outs. I told them I'm easy to get a hold of. Here's my social medias. Here's my boxing gym. If you got hands, let's cultivate that. Here's where you could find me. Here's my church. I've seen countless, at least half a dozen. Tell me, you know what? You changed my life, cabron. I listened to you. I didn't listen to the 90-year-old man. You didn't tell me do away with your barrio. Now, when someone was talking about blacking out your tattoos, well, that's this and that's that. Okay, you don't have to do that, but then it's going to come to a certain time where the tattoo blasted on the chest, the eye buster that's blasted on the stomach or on the back or whatever, it's going to come a time where now that is going to stop you from growing and could potentially put you in a dangerous situation when you're with your family. Again, here we talk about, leaving family, women, and children out of any kind of situation. We don't promote that. We don't promote coming up to people when they're with their kids. Absolutely not. You are a coward. In my book, you are 100% coward. If you come up to some, I don't give a fuck what the issue is. Supposedly, we're from the old school. Again, you know who I'm talking about without saying it. Supposedly, we're from the old school. Then why are you even thinking of approaching somebody when they're with their children, mother, wife, etc.? Why? That's new school shit. That's new school shit. Looking down on people who look like us is plain ignorant. They must not know Mexican here. Well, exactly. I mean, shit, what did Martin Luther King say? I'm right here in Atlanta airport. They got Martin Luther King blasted everywhere. Everywhere blasted over here. You know what I mean? Huge, large community over here. I fucks with it. So why Martin Luther King, he nailed it, cabrón. That's why I'm saying he was a prophet. That's why I'm saying he was a prophet. He had a message that was uncommon and not heard for the first time, and they didn't get accepted for a while. What did he say? He's saying we got to go from looking at the color of a person's skin, and now we should be looking at the content of their character. O sea, someone can have brown skin, and I'm gonna hold them up on a higher pedestal than someone that doesn't? Absolutely not. What a pendejada that would be. Because there's pieces of you know what that are come in all skin colors. That means their hearts are already negros a la chingada. Please hit the like. It will be much appreciated. I appreciate you. Feedback on my respects. I appreciate you too. Gracias, marvelous. Gracias for your time, cabron. Gracias. Much love, G. Lu. That's right. Love you, pro. That's right. G. Lu show is still in the casa. That's right. Tonight, you guys. I'm on, right here. It's 7:30. I think it's 4:30 on the West Coast. So you probably got about 5 hours. Make sure you tap into the G. Lu show, man. He's keeping it old school. That's my stilo, 100%. 100%. Even though, of course, I don't dress in Ben Davis no more. I don't dress in Dickies, gente. Come on now. You know what I mean? It's just, to be honest, I don't even really dress myself. My wife buys my clothes. It makes it easier. You know what I mean? Because again, no soy presumido. So I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit how I look. Much less give a shit, what people think of me. I don't. I'm telling the people, when you live like that, you're actually not living for yourself. When you care about what other people think, that's the moment you stop living for yourself. When you stop caring what other people think is the moment you start living. Let that sink in. Chicanos equals chicos, Mexicanos. I've heard that. I don't know. Again, I wasn't born when all of it was created. I wasn't born when all of it was created, so I don't know. What I do know is I'm first generation Mexican American, and what I do know is que soy Chicano. Yep. Okay. Okay. That's right, you guys. G. Lu. That's right. Much love to G. Lu. Okay, Marvelous Minds commenting real Mexicanos are Chicano with the X. They just haven't known the real definition. Yeah, I've seen Mexica blasted a lot. On a lot of people, I've seen Mexica blasted a lot. That was the first time when I seen the X was when I seen Mexica blasted on somebody. They just haven't known the real definition. Has no association with the Chicano. Oh, okay, I get it. So that's different. That's different. And Marvelous Minds, Carnal, I would love to have you on the platform, definitely, and to just further enlighten the people and have a great conversation. I'm gonna get at you on the DM. I'm gonna get at you on the DM. Appreciate you, Marvelous. There is no border. I don't give a. Marvelous says there is no border. It's an imaginary border. Keno, Keno. It's an imaginary border. All right, my bad, you guys. I'm over here about to start moving gates, cabrones. I'm gonna start moving gates. Hang on for a little bit more. A ver. Me and you, your mama and your cousin too. A ver. All right, here we go. Good. You want to get the water? There is no border. That's right. Chicanos call Mexicans paisas and Mexicans call Chicanos pochos. There is division. Absolutely. Come on. You know what I mean? Even in Mexico, cabron, they look at the light skinned Mexicans as something else. They look at the dark skinned Mexicans as something else. Come on now. That's everywhere. Paisas. Yeah. So, I mean, I some people could say, you know what, we got to eliminate all the stereotypes. Stop calling them paisas. I get it. But to let you, I mean, to keep it real with you, they call themselves that too, don't they? I mean, well, I'm talking about even in the county too, right? They run in the county, which is a jungle, man. The county's a jungle. That's where you could run a fade all day long, as many fades as you want. You know, the politics are out of there. But once you catch the gray goose, murder was the case that they gave me. Once you catch the gray goose, then it's different. But they call themselves paisas. So I don't know. Get at me, Mikey Marvelous Minds. I'll give you the info on that. That's right. I appreciate you, carnal. I'm just trying to learn with the gente. I'm not coming on here saying I'm a know-it-all. Absolutely not. Unfortunately, the cultura I did learn was attached to a movement, which was it's just a myth. It was just a myth, man. You know, because they want to teach you cultura, but why do they want to teach you cultura? So you can harm your brother? So you can harm your own race? Absolutely not. But now we're teaching cultura for the right reasons. Let's keep the culture alive and thriving. Alive and thriving. The border literally crossed us. You ain't lying, brother. The border crossed us, cabrón. So maybe the first Chicanos were by the border, right? Because they're the ones that pues los papás que andaban cruzando para trabajar todos los días in the US, they had kids and they had to cross over when there was no border and they had kids. And if they were born on the US side, maybe the first Chicanos were kids of Mexicanos that were by the border towns. San Luis Potosí, Mexicali, maybe Arizona, Rio Colorado, all that stuff. This is 30, right? Absolutely. You want to go back to the information desk? It's in the food court, but we already talked to him and confirmed it. Unless you want to go. Let me check it out. G. Lu Show, that's right. No, I appreciate you, G. Lu Show. I appreciate you, man, for keeping it real. And playing them oldies, cabron, on Sunday night, man. Keep that up, cabron. I'm gonna try to tap in tonight. I'm actually gonna get home late. Yeah, we're gonna get home around midnight. It's crazy. Marvelous, please explain that. I would love to have Marvelous on the channel to explain that. The issue stems from when Central Americans cross through Mexico, they demand help. On the Mexican side, they do extort some Central Americans. Damn, cabron. We're getting deep. Wait for that phone call Wednesday night, cabron. Call in on Wednesday night. Let's talk about that live. We can't pick and choose when someone is Chicano. The word Chicano has an original definition. It does. There's a traditional definition. There's a traditional definition. But again, we've been taught through an educational system that we know was spoon fed to us. But we know that the educational system was spoon fed to us. We're just taught what we're taught. Are we supposed to believe everything we're taught? I question a lot. You want to go back to the information desk? Come with me, because what if this is not the else? What if they changed it? No. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm gonna start boarding. We're gonna start wrapping this up. I can't read all the comments. Damn, you guys are I'm way behind in the comments. live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street, live from the ATL. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm going back to Cali. I'm on my way, you guys. I appreciate you guys. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit the bell on your way out. But remember what I always say. Remember what I always say. Oh, don't forget, check out G Lou tonight at 9:30 p.m. for those firme oldies. I fucks with G Lou tough, man. So on the West Coast, 9:30 p.m. All right, you guys. I'm going back to Cali. I'll let you guys go. I'm loading through the gate. Remember what I always say. Remember what I always say. In the end, all you got is the memories.